Hey guys, welcome back to bizzy.tv. It's been a while. I've been trying to coordinate a meeting with our customer, and she's hard to nail down, so we finally have her in the studio.
Hello.
Her name's Mindy.
Hello.
We also happen to be married. So the whole project, recapping what the point of this project was, is Mindy had mentioned that she was looking for a product to help her coordinate the various groups that she works with in the community, such as a Girl Scout group, school groups, PTA groups. She also works with the city on some things now and again. So she needed a very simple system that would help her coordinate with those various groups, and it needed to be free because there was no budget with any of these groups to pay for something, and it needed to be simple and straightforward, but it needed to accommodate the features that she needed to organize these groups. So we had the first reveal on January 26th to show her what we put together as a solution, and she had a few suggestions which we wrote down here in our notes. She wanted events that were date only and had no starting time, events that had no ending date or time, and then events with starting date, starting time, and ending time, but no ending date. So those were the notes that we wrote down. A verification pop-up when you cancel your sign-up. She wanted something to pop up and help her select dates and times easier than just typing them in with text. A way to copy events. A little more guidance around navigating through the system. Once you create an event, how do you move to the next step? She wanted a way to invite people to the event. And I think I also added a way to invite people to join your organization too. A URL to mail out as a link. Oh yeah, there's the other one. Invite button to join the org. Comment space on the sign up page, and for people who register and might want to submit a comment about their registration. You wanted an email to be sent to the leader of the event when someone canceled. Access to contact info for your members. And then we had a little issue where when you log out, let me remember this problem. When you logged out, I think it automatically logged you back in. I can't remember exactly the problem we had there. Now, I will say off the top, a couple of these we didn't do because they weren't in the minimum viable product spec. So we did this one, we did that one, we did that one, we did this one, we did that one, we did this one, we did that one, we did that one. This one, we didn't make it super obvious, but you can just copy the URL in the browser. I'm trying to tell you what we did without giving away too much because I want to see if you can discover these things when we get into the system. We did that one. Now this is one we did not do. I'm going to do it eventually, but it's not in the roadmap for the minimum viable product, but we'll go back and add it later. We did this one. This is another one that we did not do. So I'm going to say deferred and deferred. And this one, I looked into it and I'm going to strike out probably because there's really nothing we can do about this. Oh, it looks like
it's just going to automatically keep you logged in.
Well, it's really a function of it's the way Google handles authentication. They tell the browser who you are. So when you log out of our system, the problem is that we can't log you out of Google. We can only log you out of our system. So then when you click login, Google already thinks you're logged in. And so then it just instantly logs you back into our system. It's out of our control is the problem. It's Google's problem.
So if you were to log out of Google, like get out of the browser or whatever, or log off of the computer, would it log you off? So if someone else logged onto the computer, you would no longer be logged in.
Yes, if you logged out of Google, then you would be fine.
So if you're in a library, say, and you're using this, the next person is not going to get into your account.
Right.
Okay.
Right. Or a hotel or whatever. So let's jump in and let's run through the modifications, and I'm going to let Mindy drive so we can see how she interacts with the software. So hold on a second. We're going to swap places.
You never let me drive. Please fix your keyboard.
Yeah. Oops, I need to get you your passwords.
Your keyboard's changed, remember?
I know. Oh, here's the problem. I changed it here, but not over here. Okay, so there's your passwords. You can copy and paste them if you want, if you need to.
This one you want me to use?
Yeah, that's you.
This happened last time.
Yeah, no, this is, again, a Google problem. So try clicking it one more time. Let's see if it takes it this time. Yeah. Okay. Let's go back. There we go. Okay, now you're logged in as the leader.
So while I understand that you say this is a Google problem, I can guarantee you that if I ask people to use this and that happens to them, that they will not use this anymore.
That's an artifact of the way we are hosting this on a development computer. When we deploy out to an actual hosting site, it won't do that.
Okay. All right. So what do you want me to do?
So why don't you go into an organization and create an event and work through that workflow again.
Trying to plan a father-daughter event, so I don't know when it will be, but we'll use that. Put it on Easter. That's not real. Oh. Okay, that was a better time selection ability.
Now, what would you do next?
I guess I would probably sign up.
Oh,
Except I can't.
this is because our email This is another artifact. Hang on, this because our emails, our fake email thing is not. Okay, you're signed up now. You just didn't get the email.
So clicking sign up just automatically signs you up.
Yeah, there's no verification step at this point. Okay.
Okay.
So try it again. Try signing up again. So now you're signed up and you should have gotten an email.
Okay. So I guess normally what I would do then is, what's in the email? Where do I get to determine that?
Well, currently it's very, very simple. It's a placeholder essentially.
But would I be able to put information in that, or is it default?
Not at the moment in the minimum viable product. Are you expanding the minimum viable product again?
I guess what you and I consider to be minimally viable may not be exactly the same thing.
So here's the email. You've been signed up for the father-daughter event. That's it.
So, but it doesn't put the date or the time or
it's a placeholder. We're going to do the email stuff next.
Okay.
Close this. Oops, actually we need to leave that running or else it's going to complain again. We can minimize it though.
All right. So I guess once I made sure it said what I wanted it to say and that I actually got the email, then I would probably invite people.
All right.
All right. So in theory, now I could copy my email addresses out of whatever I have for my email system and paste them in here. Or does it not allow me to copy and paste? Oh, it lets me actually set up my existing members. Maybe I should have started with that. Do people self-select into this, or do I get to put them there? Let's click that. What's going to happen? I don't have anybody in there yet, right? Oh, there's a roster. Oh, this is exciting.
Finally, a feature you need that I actually have.
Now, can I add people, or do they have to add themselves?
They have to add themselves, but how would they add themselves? That's the question. How can you get them to add themselves?
I could send them an email, right? I could send an invitation. Oh, what's this email going to say? Join my organization. I can't give you an email. I can't give you a web address because you need to copy it from somewhere else.
Well, try it. We're going to intercept it, and you can see what it does.
Okay. Well, so who should
I
I send it?
Hold on, the email thing's not running
Well,
again.
who should I send it to, though? I don't want to send it to anyone with a real email address for testing purposes.
It doesn't actually go anywhere. It just goes into this little thing over here. This catches.
So I can just type whatever I want?
This is an email testing thing. It all goes here.
Oh, so I can just type anything I want here?
Yep.
All right. Let's send them some invitations. What did it send them?
Yeah, scroll down over there and double click.
Oh. So this is what they would see, or this is still what I'm going to see since I'm still logged into Google?
Yeah, you're still logged in as you, so that's
Okay.
what you see.
What would they see? I'll have to look at that next. Is that my next trial? When I log in as a user?
Yeah, you can. Right, that's next.
Okay. So I guess what I would do then is I would send them invitations, which would go the same way, right?
Right.
And then I would say, oh, I got a location. Okay. And then I would email people. Oh.
Are you starting to feel like this is something you actually need to pay money for?
No, someone else does. I would happily look at some ads for pants that I've been looking at online. Some tennis shoes or whatever. It would be handy if it was, organization specific kind of stuff, but I know that won't happen.
Let's take notes on a couple of the things you've said so that I don't forget them. So can you pop
Okay.
over to OneNote?
I don't know where it's
Click OneNote
hidden
at
up
the
here.
top and go down to today's notes. And let's put in here customizable email content. Was there anything else that you asked about so far that I think that was about it,
That
right?
was the main thing so far.
Okay.
All right, so now let's see. Where was I? All right, so now I saw you have a copy thing, so let's see. Let's put that.
Now, one of the things you asked about was, hold on. One of the things you asked about was events that have no times. Maybe you should test that out a little bit.
Okay, well, I just want to put this in first because I want to see.
And you
how
also
easy
asked
it is
about
to-
events that have no ending time.
to copy. All right, so now if I wanted to copy that, then I just have to change the date. Is that the theory? Now does it show up twice? Oh,
Fancy.
fun. Okay, so I'm trying to remember what events we had that didn't have times.
How about an event you just don't know what time it's going to be? It's TBD.
Okay.
Just hold the date.
All right.
The name is surprise event. Oh, okay.
Okay. I'll just randomly throw that on a Saturday. We don't know the time. And we'll say it ends on Sunday. Okay. So it still puts it in order. That's good. Why does
Oops.
it say 12 a.m.
Right.
now?
Yeah. Actually, that's a bug. So on the notes say that date-only events should not show a time in the list. That's an easy fix.
Well, that's better.
But if you click on the event, I just wanted to point out, click on it, and under the name of the event at the top, see the dates displayed there?
Mm-hmm.
So those don't have times.
Now, for say this this event here, this father-daughter event. So, say I wanted to send this out to the whole school, or all the Girl Scouts at the school, instead of our troop, which would be what's on our roster. To send an invitation, I would just need to put everybody's email addresses in here. It will not put them in our roster, though, then, right? Now, if they wanted to sign up, though, will it put them in my roster?
Yeah,
so I need to make a separate organization for something like that.
Right. As soon as they sign up for something, they're in your roster.
All right. That's fine. It would actually be very handy to have them all just sign up at the beginning of the year so that I have them all. Then I can send them things more easily.
They can do that too.
Yeah. All right. So then if I wanted to go to a different organization, then I would just go here. Okay, that's handy. Now, do you need to show me something else in this part, or can I look as the general user for a moment?
Let's make sure we hit all the stuff that we changed. So if you go back there and let's click back to, and let's scroll up on this page and see. Mindy does not believe in mouse wheels.
I don't.
So she only believes in clicking that arrow.
That's right. I don't click the arrow, I click on the bar, but I'm not accustomed to two screens, so I don't usually leave my screen.
So the verification pop-up when you cancel your sign-up, that's something new, and we kind of already saw it, but if you pop back over to the system and go back to, right. So click the one that you're signed up for, and now cancel your sign-up for that. And so you see now there's a verification step.
Okay, that's good.
That happens before you actually cancel.
Okay, that's good.
Actually, same thing for canceling the event. If you click cancel event at the bottom, same thing, just hit no.
If I did cancel the event, would it email everybody that it's canceled?
Let's see. Go ahead.
Well, nobody signed up for it.
So go ahead and sign yourself up, and then you can always uncancel, by the way. So go ahead and cancel, and then check the email thing again.
Where did it go?
Just click that icon at the top.
This?
Yep. Scroll to the bottom, and there's the cancellation alert.
Okay.
Oh, oh wait, we already put email content. Okay. And then you can uncancel that event at the bottom there.
That's nice. Now will it email them back that it's been uncanceled?
I can't remember, but let's check. Click the email icon at the top again. Let's see what it sent out. I think it does. Event restored, yeah.
Oh, so you can really confuse people.
Yep.
When you mass email them that the events have been canceled and replaced. Okay, well that's good. All right.
Date and time selectors, we did that. Yeah. Copying events. Where do you want to go next? So that's, I don't know if you noticed that. If you go back to the system, click and make an event, create an event. You could just copy an event if you want. If that's quicker. And just
okay. Oh, it has to. You have to put a description.
Now, last time you tried this, you got to this screen and stopped because you didn't know what to do next. So I added a little bit of a hint in the green box at the top. I don't know if you noticed it. There's a couple places you can go from here.
Mm-hmm.
So you want to make another event, or do you want to go
I see.
to the home screen?
You can just click this, right?
Right, but last time you didn't notice the home at the top.
Right.
So I was hoping that this will give you a better indication of what to do next.
That's good.
Invite buttons we looked at. URL, we didn't really change that. You can just copy it like you could before. Invite button to join the org, we did that. Comment space we didn't implement yet.
Well, but time out. When you sent the emails, though, it did have a link in it, right?
For the invite to the event?
Yeah. Well, here's to join the organization.
Right.
That actually goes to it, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So the
But some
invite
people
for the
might...
event, that has it too.
Right. Some people might want to put the link in their own email, though, that they
that's
send
fine,
from...
because you can just copy this. That's fine.
Yeah, but
it's
you wouldn't...
very long, but...
But you wouldn't have this email if it hadn't already been sent, right? So the scenario is if they're looking at the event in the system and
you
they say...
save it, but you don't send emails, but
and they
then
say,
you want the
I
link.
want a link to send other people to this event, but I don't want to send emails through this system. I want the link in my own email. Then that's the
So
scenario.
what you're telling me is you'll do that eventually, but for right now, I would just send myself an email to get the link or copy it out of the
You can copy it out of the browser, but you may not know to do that. So
just right here.
So it might be helpful to show somewhere in the page something that says link to this event or something that
yes, that would be helpful. But
people
in
can
the
copy,
meantime, I can
like share
make
or
do.
something.
Okay.
All right. So let's go back to OneNote. I think that's probably it. Oh, send leader an email when member cancels, so we can look at that when we log in as a member of the group. Okay, so go ahead and go back to the system and let's log out. Now you can...
I clicked the wrong one. This one was this, right?
Yep.
And I don't know where that went over here.
So you need a backup because what happens is it thinks you're already logged in now. Back up again. And then go to user logout.
But my password went away here.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it remembered me.
Oh, yeah, you don't need it. So notice you weren't prompted for an organization because you only belong to one at the moment. So it didn't even ask.
Oh, but it will let me put them all here. That's what I wanted to see. Because I'm thinking in theory, you know, there are enough organizations at the school that if you could get them all to use this, then people would only have to look one place for all their information. And it would be really handy if you're logged in to just look at them all here as a, parent.
So that's interesting.
I can look at my Boy Scouts. I can look at my Girl Scouts. I can look at my school events. I can look, PTA. I can do them all right here.
So like a consolidated view.
Exactly.
That's an interesting idea.
That was actually the reason I suggested this in the first place, is because I've heard so many people say this organization uses Facebook, this organization uses Shutterfly, this organization uses Sign Up Genius, this organization just sends emails, this organization posts stuff on a website.
Yep.
And you have to now check 7 different places to get your information.
So over in the notes, can you jump to the notes and put in consolidated view of multiple organizations? Okay.
So also then, in that vein, I as a user am also an administrator. So it would be really nice for me to be able to see organizations that I'm not the administrator of as
Yeah.
well,
Yep.
without having to log out and log back in as somebody else.
Right. Okay. And so go into your, so you're a member of Girl Scouts only. You're not the admin. So this is what it looks like for you.
Okay. So this is one where I don't need them to sign up, but it's just going to say that anyway, right?
Oh, you don't want them to sign up?
Well, it doesn't matter. They don't have to. I mean, like a regular meeting,
Okay.
we take for granted that they're just going to come to that. But some of these other things, but it would be handy to look here and see when it is.
Okay.
But I don't know if people feel like they need to then sign up. I don't know. So you just see the exact same stuff here.
And we can test that last thing that we added. So go ahead and sign up for something, or go into overnight and cancel.
No,
this is a
I
question.
didn't sign up for this. I signed up for this as the other person. Did I sign somebody else up too?
Is this from the last time we did this? I think you did this last time.
Okay.
So, yeah, and then go ahead and cancel. Now, if we look at the email system, you're going to see that we sent 2 emails, hopefully. See, we sent one to you, to the member, saying you've been canceled, and then we sent a second to the administrator.
Okay. That's handy.
That's what you asked for last time.
That's handy.
And I think that's the last thing to show you.
Now, I think one of the things I asked before was if, I guess I'd need to be in as the user, but like for snacks for the meetings.
The registration note.
Is that what that would be?
I think that's what you...
Like if I want them to sign up for snacks, but they're all different dates, but it's essentially one title.
Sign up on snack...
like if I put these, I mean, I guess they could just do it this way where I have the meetings, and I guess if you're the person who's going to sign up for the snack, in that sense, I could tell them to hit sign up, and then they would know somebody's already signed up for that one. Would it show up for them if they look that somebody's signed up or not?
Well, that's actually a question. So see where it says sign-ups and then it says nobody is signed up for this event? Is that information that you want your members to see? Or should that just be for admins?
Probably depends on the organization. Like for Girl Scouts, I don't think we'd care. But for PTA, they might get sensitive because they're not allowed to post class lists or anything anywhere.
Right.
So I don't know.
So
I can't give you a solid answer on that one.
Can you jump over to the notes and let's type in control visibility of signups? Let's repeat a registration message. Member provided registration message. That was from your last comments.
Yeah.
And then what you just talked about, if they're going to bring snacks, would that basically be a role within the event that they would select?
Sure.
So roles within events, I would say.
Yeah, or like a volunteer, a carpool or something. That
So-
would be handy.
Here's the big question. So we've been through everything and we have some feedback here. I would really like to be able to deploy this out to a hosting server somewhere and have you start using it with people so that we can get some real world feedback.
Okay.
Can we go back to that list there for a minute? Is there anything on this list that's a blocking issue that would prevent you from actually trying this?
Not right now, no.
Okay.
What does it do right now in terms of visibility? Does it show them or
It
not?
shows everybody who's signed up.
Okay. Just so that I know which organizations to use it with before you have that modified.
So I can deploy this now and you can use it with some organizations.
Mm-hmm.
And then as soon as I implement number 4 on the list there, you can use it with some additional organizations.
I would think so.
So let's actually, can we put some numbers in front of these in terms of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, the order that we should implement this stuff? Sounds like number 4 is the first.
I don't know about that, but
Because that's blocking you from using it with some organizations.
potentially.
Then,
I don't know for sure.
What would be the next most important thing?
I think this, unless I'm sending a separate email that just includes a link to this, which I guess I could do in the short term. This is going to take you 30 seconds to fix, right?
That's just a bug.
It's not relevant to our numbering. Member provided. What was this? What does this mean?
That was when they click sign up, they'll have a text box that they can type some comments into.
Oh, okay. That's not as relevant. This would be more relevant.
So you don't need a comment box on registrations?
I think it would be helpful, but it's not going to block me from using it right now.
Okay.
This would be more helpful than that would be if I had to pick. Then I guess this one, because in the meantime I can make my own emails.
And then consolidated view would be number 5.
Well, it already does that though, doesn't it?
No, right now you need to switch between the organizations that you belong to. So you're only viewing one at a time.
Right, but if I go
then you
here,
switch.
it would list them, right?
Right.
That's fine.
But I think
I don't need any more than that.
But what might be cooler is if you can just see all the upcoming events from all the organizations you belong to.
But if you intermingle them, it's just going to be confusing. You would still have to separate them out by organization. It would be way too confusing to know what this went with. If it was, this one was Girl Scouts, this one was Boy Scouts, this one was PT, you know.
What if I could come up with a clean way to portray that?
That's
that be
fine, but
cool?
it's not going to stop me in the meantime. In the meantime, I'd say
Okay.
visit your different organizations here.
All right.
Feature coming someday soon. Maybe. I'm more interested in getting people using it
Right.
and then have an aha when suddenly they have this beautiful calendar with maybe their different organizations or different colors. And
Are you
it's
trying to
populated.
insinuate that this is not already beautiful?
Well, no, the only way I can think to really cleanly do this would be to have a calendar and have Girl Scouts in blue, Boy Scouts in green, PTA in orange, you know, city organization in purple, blah, 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 and then populate the calendar. Which
Well,
I don't know that would be clean either.
Yeah, I don't know about calendars because
that you
Calendars,
wouldn't see on your phone.
well, calendars consume a lot of real estate, and most days are empty, so it's kind of a waste. That's a different story.
But what I'm saying is,
we can work on that.
for right now, the only other thing I could envision would be having each organization have its own little chunk, in which case, well, it's helpful to see them all together. Switching them is not going to be a huge problem.
Let's
So I could also make an organization here.
Anyone can make one, yeah. So see, you're a member of Girl Scouts 101, but maybe you are leading a different organization.
So what if I do Cub Scouts? Probably should capitalize it. Oh, and I do city beautification.
Remember, you're logged in as the member of Girl Scouts, and you're not logged in as...
I know, but I'm also a very active organizer.
Okay.
Right? That's what you're telling me.
Right, yeah.
But now when I go to home, okay, so then I would go to switch and it lists them here. Is there some way to indicate? I mean, I would hope you as a person would know what you have set up versus what you're just a member of, but...
I mean, yeah, we can add some tags there. Can you put that on the list behind? Yeah. Add a tag indicating administrative roles in organizations. Now, I guess that would be number 5.
Yeah. The one other thing that I had asked that I think you at some point either said you just didn't want to do or have somehow otherwise dropped is that I have a co-leader or co-organizer who needs to have editing power as well.
It's coming. The database supports that. We just haven't implemented the website of that, but it's definitely on the plan.
Okay, so that's more important than this. Just wants to put them in its own order.
You put a 5. There you go.
I think I'd actually even put it up above that, but I don't know. If you think it's too hard to do it, I would put it there. To me, it's more relevant, but maybe not to everyone else. I guess if there are things that can be done quickly, probably just get those done. But if you actually want my...
Well, the next thing definitely is to get this deployed out to somewhere that we can actually start having people try it.
Because the only concern would be, the other thing would be, can you search for an organization?
Not currently.
Is that something you potentially ever could do?
That would be part of the marketing function of whatever we wind up calling this product. Because right now, all of the links go directly to a specific organization, right? Mm-hmm. So there's no like top level, currently we're calling this Platinum Hydra. There's no Platinum Hydra web marketing page that says, here's how our product works. Click here to search for your organization, right? That's where that would live. And that we don't have that right now. That's down the road when we start marketing this product.
So my only concern so Sign Up Genius is kind of more of a one-off thing, right? I mean, there are, I'm sure, groups that put a whole bunch of stuff in it or whatever, but it's kind of a one-off. You're the person organizing it, set it up. But I would be concerned if multiple people from the same organization started setting up duplicates of that organization to post their event, rather than knowing they should be added as an admin under the event or under the organization to create an event.
Right.
So that would be the only downfall I could see. End up with like 8 different PTA websites that really should all live together.
Well, let's put that in the notes here somewhere. Let's put search ability, or ability to search for organizations.
Well, and it really kind of fits with this one. Right.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's really my concern. This would just be a handy dandy added feature to find other things going on where you live.
Mm-hmm.
A hiking group or whatever in your city.
Cool. I like it. Okay. Well, I think that's good for today. It's given us a number of good things to work on. So we will get this deployed out to a server, and you can start having people use it.
All right.
Get some feedback.
Sounds good.
All right, we're swapping again.
Are you done with me?
Yep.
Have a lovely weekend and happy St. Patrick's Day.
It's one of the nicest customers I've worked with.
She even makes dinner.
Okay, well, thanks guys for hopping on the stream today or watching the replay of this. This one went significantly better than the last one. We didn't have any showstoppers that I had to fix while the customer waited in the lobby. But that's it. So we have some good feedback, and on our future stream, on the next couple of streams, we're going to focus on getting this deployed to a hosting server so that people can start using it. And then we'll launch back into some of those remaining tasks and start building this thing out. So thanks a lot, everybody. And if you want to follow us, there's a number of ways to do it. If you want to follow the coding, you can find us over on Twitch. We should have a link in the show notes below. If you want to follow the business discussions like this one, and business like looking at usage and getting feedback from customers and so on, that happens here on YouTube. And so you can follow us here. If you want to support the stream, we do have a Patreon site. That link is below in the YouTube notes. And that's about it. So we'll see you guys next time. Thanks a lot.